Welcome to Selling Edge. This is Salim Sheikh here. I am a sales training consultant and coach. I have a friend, he has been playing cricket for many years now. And in spite of, so much of experience, I never found him improving his game. And I identified one reason why he couldn't improve his game is that he has never been open to any kind of a suggestion, any kind of improvement that somebody suggests to them. And he remains the same. In fact, when I talk to some sales leaders, they keep telling me that they have a team member who has been really hardworking, knowledgeable, and only problem that they have is that they are not able to close sales, not able to achieve their budgets. Now, for a non-performance, you can have multiple reasons, right from competency. Maybe it could be a market related issues, competition related issues, or any other issues one can identify for the non-performance. One of the issue or the challenge that I would say is something which is the biggest time waster for a salesperson, and that also is a blind spot for him or her, because they do not realize that they have been spending a lot of time on this aspect of their business. Not only that, even the sales leaders are unable to spot this challenge and sort of rectify that. So what is this challenge? This challenge is primarily going after the unqualified leads. It's like throwing stones at the trees which are not bearing any fruits. So when it comes to time waster, not only that you are going after the unqualified lead, the other reason is sometimes sales guys go after people who have been actually their current customers, and they have been spending too much time on them. Now why they do so? Probably because they get a sense of being busy with that, probably because they want to sort of meet their call averages, but that again is a time wastage. Now when you have a lead is nothing but the business opportunity that you have, and when you start developing those leads, you have to actually find out whether they are going after the right opportunity, whether there is a probability of converting this lead into a profitable customer. Now when we talk about the unqualified lead, it's not only related to B2C or B2B business. You take any industry, any business model, you will find that there are unqualified leads. If you take a FMCG business or a channel management, you are going after the dealer or the retailer. You have been visiting this retailer for many months but without getting any business, but have you kept the record? So these kind of challenges are there. There are people who are actually sort of engaged with the stakeholder who is not the key stakeholder. You get the sense of, you get the impression that this guy would help you in getting the business, but this guy does not have authority, does not have influence. He just talks very nicely and does not admit that he can actually help you in getting that business. So some salespeople are after these kind of stakeholders, and this is one of the biggest. In fact, I have seen salespeople, they are after the call or after the account for so many months without realizing that there is no scope for getting that business. Now question is that how long one should go after these kind of clients, and how do we decide on whether this particular lead that you have is it a qualified lead or not qualified lead. I'm going to share with you 10 criterias. Now these criterias are general criterias. You can actually sort of redo it, and you can have your own criterias to qualify the lead. Once you qualify, the chances are that one is that you will not spend time on the unqualified leads where the business getting business is the chances of getting business is less, but at the same time you will save your time. Here are these 10 criterias, and I will just share them with you. First criteria that I am going to share with you is find out whether there is a need with the customer. If there is no need, you can't get any business. Second criteria you must have is whether they have a budget, they have money, because without money and without budget you will not be able to close any deal. So ensure that they have a budget with that. The third criteria is about the authority. Do they have authority to sort of give you business, sign the orders, give the check? Fourth is the opportunity urgent? Sometimes, they feel that there is a need, but the client tells you that, this year we are not going to go with the purchase, probably next year or year after that. So urgency is not there, no need to waste your time on that. The fifth criteria is the customer engagement. When you are meeting this customer for few visits, you will realize that customers are not taking interest, they are not engaged. And if you find this kind of a scenario, I think it's a high time that you take a call whether to you continue with meeting them, or you have to sort of find another option. The next criteria is try and figure out whether you have a right solution fit. The need is there, but are you going to your solution is the right fit that you have. So if there is any kind of the client expectation and what you are providing, if there is a gap, again that criteria needs to be in place to understand. Also, we need to understand the buying criteria. Some of the clients, they have some criteria listed down for purchase. For example, are you ISO certified? Do you have this kind of a certification? Do you have this thing, these many years of experience? Now, if you don't fulfill any of these criteria, please take note of that. And it's better, to go after other client rather than spending time where that there is going to be a roadblock later on. The next criteria is about the capability match. Now, capabilities match is, sometimes the requirement is so huge that your organization is cannot able to sort of fulfill that requirement, or maybe sometimes it is too less for you to meet that requirement. So take into account that whether you have the capability, your organization has the capability to fulfill those needs. The ninth criteria is look at the legality aspect of it, or the terms of the company. Like, if your company is saying that you are going to deal only in cash and the customer is dealing only in credit, then this is something that you need to consider before you go full-fledged after this particular client. Now, legalities, when I am talking about, sometimes some licensings are required. If you are sending some kind of insecticide or some other drugs which require some kind of a government permissions, then you need to also check whether the client has got those kind of permissions before you make any supplies. And the 10th criteria is your relationship with the customer. That also is a good indicator in terms of whether you want to continue meeting this customer, or you can take a call. Now the question is, how long you will take to qualify this customer. So usually, it differs. If you are into B2B business, it will take slightly longer time. You have been meeting some stakeholders and try to figure out whether this customer can be qualified. But if you are into B2C, probably, you would find out sooner. But, qualifying is an ongoing process. Any moment you come to know that you are not going after a right client, time for you to sort of take alternate action. Probably just stay with them, stay in touch with them, but don't spend extensive time with these guys. Now, with this understanding of unqualified leads, if you can actually curtail that and put those criteria in place. In fact, I would suggest that all those criteria that I listed down, you can make your own changes into that. And when you start meeting a client, you can actually on each criteria you can give a rating from 1 to 5 and see what is the total score. And you can have some kind of understanding if the total score out of 10 criteria and 1 to 5. So maximum is 50 score that you can have. 50 is something most ideal for you to go after the customer, but you can decide unless and until the score is 20, 25, I will not go after the client. And also there are some compulsory criteria, there are important criteria which must have some kind of a score. For example, need, if you are scoring 0, then even if the other criteria are fulfilling, there is no point in going after the client. So need is there, budget is there, or you decide on what are the compulsory criteria which are there, which you need to be deciding. So once you have this system in place, I can assure you that you will save a lot of your time, and the same time can be spent after qualified leads, and you can procure more business. So I am sure that you will take this learning into your day-to-day practice. Thank you so much and all the best.
Please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and for more professional updates follow our LinkedIn.